Right, good morning. Getting on with the one I nearly forgot to do. Rachel Roxy Creations, Journal of Stitchery Part 4. Yeah, because we've had a week off, I've got completely out of sync with doing these, so very naughty. And I just suddenly, sorry, you might wiggle. I just suddenly realised I haven't even done this one, so let's catch up quick. So, yeah, favourite vintage laces, trims, whatever you've got really. I couldn't find these for ages, and then I went through. I've got like a scrapboxy type thing, and I found them. So they were all stuffed at the bottom of that basically, and these were gifted to me by Angela from. It'll come to me. I don't think she's on YouTube anymore, so she got put off. Yeah, so those three I know she gifted me, and this is one again. I think it was gifted. I apologise if somebody sent me this and I can't remember who, but yeah. So I've got a bit to choose from, and she also gave me this Sangale Studio. See, I knew it'd come. She also gave me this. It's a vintage piece of, I don't know, sort of seersuckery type. I don't know what it is really, but anyway, that. So I've no idea what I'm going to do. Let's get the piece out and let's have a look. I've got my threads. Still trying to work my way through that box of odds and sods. I've got more threads than I ever need for the rest of my life. I know this. Right. This is all going to need a darn good pressing when we're done. So, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I've got some more of these. Let me just see what you're seeing, because I think you're quite low down. Let me just lift you up a little bit. There we are. Right. Yeah. I don't know what to do. What do I do? See, the trouble is I've used a bit there, and I don't know if this was a vintage piece, and I know that was. So actually I've got loads on here already. So, I don't know. I'm thinking of keeping on the hexes. I love my hexes. These are little diddy ones. Yeah, you're on Pelmet Eileen, so that's fine. Ah, actually, oh yeah, okay, well that's fine. They're just stitched down. They're not actually stuck. Right, okay. I'm struggling, as you can probably tell. I could use one of those. I've got to remember not to go too 3D on this, because it's got to fit in a picture frame. It's got a button that might be a bit too much. I don't mind if these get squished down, which they probably will do. Okay. Oh dear, excuse me. Sorry, it's been a bit of a weekend. It's Monday today. So we had biblical amounts of rain yesterday, and my car died. Well, I went through a, let me start at the beginning. Apparently, according to the news, we had 2 weeks worth of rain in an hour. I can believe it. It was horrendous, it was scary, and it was torrential. And guess who was out in it? Me. So I was trying to make my way home. See, that's gone wonky, that one. And the roads just filled. I mean, honestly, it was like, well, they've already put on the news that it was a biblical flash flood. It was crazy. So I managed to get home, but I think my car has been damaged because the puddles I was driving through were full of stones and grit, and I got home, and to get down to my house you're on a bit of an incline, and the brakes were just binding like crazy. So I think I've got stones in the brake drums. I don't know. I don't know cars. Simple as, really. I'm liking those. Should I go away from the hexes then? Yeah. So I managed to. I popped up the road. There's a garage up the road, thankfully, and I just said to him, "Can you have a look if that's the problem?" And he said, "Yeah." He did a, you know, it's never good like that. So, um, he said, "Yeah, it's not going to be till Thursday though." I said, "Well, I need it tomorrow. I've got to go to work tomorrow." And he went, "Yeah." We had the whole sucking the teeth malarkey. So I've messaged my boss, and I'm hoping that she'll say, "Don't worry about going in and just work from home." But we shall see. I know she thinks I'm trying to blag it, that I don't want to go in, which is true. But oh, come on! I'm hoping by distracting myself that I can. Right, okay. I think you're a bit too much. You can go back in there because I don't even know why you're out. I'm going to go with these. Yeah. So it was so scary. It just. I mean, I'm not even going to say it fell out. It was like being in a waterfall. Honestly, it was horrendous. I guess I haven't got to use all of this. Right, come on, stop yabbering and start thinking. I could keep focusing there, but I'll come over here. I think this is a vintage piece. I like it, so it doesn't really matter if it's not. I could do something really simple. I haven't even watched Rachel's. I don't even know what she's doing. She's usually pretty good at showing us what to do. Yeah, I'm faffing, aren't I? Right. I'll tell you one thing that I was wondering is if I could have enough to sort of turn that kind of into a flower. It's not going very lay very flat though, is it? Yeah. So anyway, it was basically very scary, and we're due some more. We've had a bit today, but apparently tomorrow and the day after is going to be just as bad. And the trouble is that where I live, I have to come up what's called Holden Hill, and it is a, I don't know what gradient it is, but it's a big hill and it's a long one, and I've only got a little car, and yeah, it gets a little bit scary when you've only got little motors. These people that have got these big 4x4s, or big chunky motors that can go through the weather, that's fine. That's great if you've got one of those. I can't afford one of them. And yeah, so hopefully she'll be in agreement to me not driving in tomorrow. But well, not, I can't drive in, but going on the bus, because that's the other thing. I'd have to catch the bus at 7 o'clock in the morning. I've got to carry a laptop, my lunch bag, my handbag. I then got to get from the bus stop through to County Hall, which is about a 20-minute walk. And if it's chucking it down with rain, can you imagine? I'm 61. I don't want to be doing it. I'm too old to be out in the weather. Right, you're not long enough. We're getting there. Hang on. There might be a plan in a second. Yeah, so I'm hoping and hoping. Do you know what I'm just going to do? I think I'm just going to chop a chunk of that there. Oh dear, excuse me. Right, you there. And maybe some of these little... I like these. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. Can you tell? I've got some little diddy flat buttons here. Actually, they might work. They came off a blouse. It was a beautiful blouse. I loved it. But it started to go threadbare, so I had to get rid of it. And I thought, well, I'm going to save the buttons. So, well, I could do some of my washer flowers. I like doing those. See, you get a little box of bits. Oh, let's do some of those. Yeah, let's forget the buttons. Right, okay. I think we got a plan. Are you ready? Gird your loins. yeah, this might be 2 videos because I am chuntering on a bit, aren't I? And the other thing I did this weekend, now don't groan, if you've been with me for a while, you're going to groan because my kids did. But I've moved back into my other room. So Saturday I started it, and Sunday evening it was finished. So I was quite happy with that. Right, I'm doing it. That's gonna be it. It's not very exciting, but it'll do. It hurts to cut things like that, doesn't it? I like that on there. It's very subtle. Let me just see if you can see it even. Kinda. Let me bring you back down now that we've decided where we're going to be stitching. Right. This is getting so tatty. Ay caramba. Right, I think I can go right to the edge because I'm pretty sure it fitted inside. Yeah, it did. Right, now what? What are you going to do now? I don't know. But anyway, the weave went well. I feel like I've got loads of room still. I have, because what I did was Friday, my daughter had the day off and she said, I'm bored, do you fancy doing something? I said, well, I would like to go to IKEA because I have decided to do what I've done. So she said, oh, okay. And she's got a big car, which was brilliant. So she took me to IKEA and I got another 2x4 Kallax. I had one already. So I got another one of those. So I then had a 4x4 technically, like the big one. And then I still had a 1x4. So I'm just looking around making sure. Yeah, I had a 1x4, which I've stuck on top of those. So I've now got 20 12x12 cubby holes. And everything has fitted in like a dream. So, and I've got a nice big sewing area. And this desk is smaller, but then that makes me stop keeping so much junk on it, because I used to have a bit of a glory hole corner over that way where everything got dumped. So yeah, I've got one of the Kallax pinboard things that's at the back there. Yeah, it's all okay. I just told myself that I need to sort of get a grip and just make do with a slightly smaller room. The other room was so dark, and I've said in another video, if you watch that I apologise, I'm repeating myself, but I don't know whether my cataracts are getting worse or what, but I just couldn't see, and it's as simple as that. I just could not see in that darker room. The corner that I was in with my desk, which was the only place it would fit, I had to have my light on. I've put it on at the moment because the clouds are coming over, so it got a bit dark. Yeah, I couldn't see. And then this room, because it's so light and incredibly warm, I was struggling to sleep in here. So that was that really. Right, okay, so we're stuck down. We've got that little, we'll do our 3 little flowers. Could do them there actually. Did I have another one the same size? Sorry, quick change. Yeah, so basically I'm sleeping like a log in the other room because it's dark and colder. I can't do hot rooms. Yeah, and this, as I say, it's working out. I put the final touches to it last night, as in sorting stuff out and where it's going to go. I haven't thrown a lot away. I've just condensed, just made stuff fit better. I don't know if I like that now. So yeah, I'm quite happy with it. It's working at the moment. I have yet to do a big stitching project. Right, I'm going with that. I liked that. Okay. Yeah, so My back is breaking, but you know, it's done. Okay, right, stitches. Oh, what should we do? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what colour to do. Should I bring in some orange to reflect that down there? I think that might be quite nice. Bring in a bit of orange, maybe a bit of purple. It's not a colour I use very often, so it's been quite nice to actually use it. Where is, right, bear with me. Of course, the other trick is knowing where everything is now. That's the next trick. Right, I think we'll go variegated for the flower. What the heck is going on? Okay, right. Yep, not plain. Right, so we'll have one orange, one purple. Might be a bit clashy, but I think it'll be alright. And I think I'll just do, I don't know, blanket stitch or something around there. And then for the middle one, let's do a yellow. Again, I've got a variegated. It's not the one I used there, actually more of a, that would be better. Sorry, I'll be back with you in 2 seconds. Let's try. That's a bit lemony for my liking. I think I want it. What's going on here? I think that would be quite nice, and that'll kind of match in a bit better with that, won't it? Right. Okay, so 1, 2, 2 flowers. And I think we need a blue one. Oh no, we're going to do orange, aren't we? Yeah, to bring that orange up. I think that would be quite nice. Right, okay. Sorted. That's a lovely pearly cotton. Right, sorry, I'll be back in 2 secs. That's the Amazon man. I can hear his lorry. Be a sec. Right, yes, it was the Amazon man. I've got these to clip onto my IKEA bins. They look quite nice, actually. They should work a treat. I had to be nosy, of course. And as I was walking past, I saw this and I thought, ooh, that might look quite nice if I couch some of that down. I think I just want to do it around the white bit because it's got the green and the blue that's on here already. Would it need to go up there as well? I don't know, maybe we'll think about that. Right, okay, let's get on. I think I'll stitch the little flowers first. Did I say that? I think I did. Anyway, scissors. You'll do. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to catch you up on. Excuse the state of my nails. I'm never having acrylics on ever again. They have destroyed my nails. So I've got some of the Sally Hansen repair stuff. So yeah, it's absolutely destroyed them. They've all flaked and picked, and I've been struggling without them, actually. It's amazing how you become reliant on having longish nails, but every single one has gone like that. I don't know, they're just severely dehydrated by the looks of it. So anyway, we'll get some intensive hand cream on there. I've got some of that oh, what's it called, Swiss formula stuff, which is rather good. So I'm going to smother my hands in that later, put on the Sally Henson, is it, or Hansen I bought it in the supermarket today. See, it's raining again already. God, I need more rain coming down. Grief. Right, okay. Right, let's try and wield this unruly monster. Let's clear the decks. Right, I'm going to put you away now. Right, okay. Hang on, get in there. Okay. Yes, it's not done me any favours, that stuff, but never mind. Lesson learned. It was fun. They looked amazing, and I thought it would strengthen them, but clearly has had the opposite effect. So I'm just going to do lazy daisies, I think, and then I can always fill in the middle with something else. So I'm hoping you're all okay. I'm all right. Just keep plodding, you know, like you do. I'm not going to fast forward because I know a lot of people don't like it when I'm doing stitching. So I knew I'd be lethal once I learned how to do editing. Well, that bit anyway. The rest of it still befuddles my brain, but I can't work out the cut bit, you know, where you can cut and paste bits together. I tried it on a, should we say, well, it wasn't a Duff video, but it was one that was already uploaded, and it was still on my phone, and I thought, right, let's practice on this because it's uploaded. It doesn't matter if it, but no. Susan's addled brain couldn't work that one out, so. And thank you to those of you that comment. It's lovely to get feedback. I know a lot of people watch on the big TVs and stuff nowadays for YouTube, and you can still comment. You just I can't remember. I do it when I'm on my daughter's television when I'm staying there. You sort of do a side shuffle to, I don't know, anyway, there's something you can do, and you can add comments and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really lovely, and when you like it, you know, just that little bit of interaction, it means it goes out to other people. So if it's even slightly interesting, if you'd like to do that, that'd be brilliant. And obviously subscribe, you know, I do all sorts. Not just sewing. I'm looking forward to getting back on the machine, actually. As I say, I've kind of, I won't say I've not gone off it, but it's been on the back burner because it was the light. I just could not see. And it was getting more and more frustrating. So the sacrifice was less space, but the advantage was more light, as you can probably see today. See, sunshine. You wouldn't have that in the other room. It was facing the wrong way. Hoping these washers aren't gonna, no, they should be fine. Just hoping they weren't too deep, but they will be. They'll be fine. Yeah, I haven't even watched Sarah or Rachel, seen what they're up to. I just got the prompt, and then I needed to come and do videos, so been doing a lot of mixed media arty stuff as well. So a really thick bit there. It's quite slubby, this fabric. Every now and again you hit a really thick bit. I don't know how much stitching I'll get done today, or in this video anyway. There's clearly no dog grooming going on today, so it's nice and peaceful at the moment. The seagulls were hilarious yesterday because they were on the roof on the house opposite, and because honestly it was like a curtain of water was just coming down out of the sky, and they were all there having a proper bath and all the rest of it. Because the thing that worried me when I saw it on the news was Dawlish. It's a seaside town pretty close to where I live, and the river had flooded there, and it's home to what are they, black swans. And I thought, crikey, I hope they haven't been washed. I mean, thankfully it's happened now and not when they were having their babies. So but yeah, then they showed a clip of one of them just stood on the side and just, he was looking at it like, yeah, it's just water, didn't care. He was quite happy. Right, okay, I like those, that's cool. Yeah, I'd say in a weird way, because it's not breeding season, it's thankfully. Just had a thought, are you too big? Yeah, you are. I've got some really diddy ones, but I think they're downstairs. I'll have to get those for the next time. Right. Ooh. Okay. So that one, purple one's done. Let's do the orange one. I don't think I've got a... Hang on. Oh, that looks interesting. This is one thing. I'm off to the West Point show on Friday, hopefully, if the car's fixed. And this is one thing I'm going to allow myself to buy, is some more of these variegated, is it Anchor? Yeah, Anchor number 8 cotton perle. I'll get my words out in a second. Yeah, because I have told myself, you're just going there for inspiration, you don't need to buy anything. We'll see how that goes, shall we? Yeah, quite exciting. I love it. I don't think I've ever missed it, have I? Might have done. I did when I lived in Stafford, obviously, because it was like too far to come down. But yeah, I just enjoyed seeing all the stuff, you know. I've been to the Birmingham one before, and that was just like, yeah, that was crazy. There was so much there, and I must go again because I used to go to the trade shows, because when I had the shop, you get invited to the trade shows. Boy, are they interesting. But yeah, just the general ordinary is it ICHF is the company, I think, that runs them. Yeah. Yeah, I used to love the trade show. It was a hell of a long day, mind, because I used to drive up and drive back in the same day. And Birmingham is, I don't know, 4 hours, a good 4 hours drive from Devon. And then you walk around the show, which is exhausting itself, and you know, you've got various vendors, you know, oh, come and see what we've got, come and buy it, come and place an order. And it's like, well, no, I've only got a little shop. I haven't got that much room. It's the story of my life, isn't it, really? Never enough room. When I did move to a bigger shop, it was too big. So anyway, that was fun. I loved those years. Oh, I always said, if I ever win the lottery, the first thing I'll do is open another craft shop. I just loved it. I loved working in that world. Do you know what I mean? So couldn't be any more different what I do for a living now. Yeah, just getting all the stuff in and getting having the reps come round and trying to oversell your stuff. And I used to say to him, you know, don't do it to me, because A, I'll never invite you back again, and B, you're just not going to get the orders out of me if I don't think it'll fly. It was a funny town. It was a seaside town, and the people there are very canny. You know, they know. Well, I don't know how to explain it really. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but they were very canny people. So, and it was hard to know what to focus on, because initially I was just a paper crafter. That's all I did. Because I had 3 kids, I never had time for anything else. I'll be honest with you. Um, and then the whole mixed media world got opened up to me, and scrapbooking and stuff like that. I was like, oh, you know, where do you go? Where do you go from there? So I could have had a shop full of all sorts. I loved all of it, but most of my customers just like the paper craft inside. And then I branched into getting in some wool, because there was nowhere in the town for a while. So I started getting that in, and that was great. Yeah, and then the big recession in 2009 hit, and I was working for nothing, and people were constantly coming in saying, oh, what have you got in new? And I'm like, well, I've got nothing new, because I'm not getting any revenue in. You know, it's like, it's not rocket science. I need you to buy stuff for me to be able to buy stuff to put in the shop. So anyway, so I eventually gave in, closed it down, and yeah, life changed rapidly. So I was very upset about having to close it. I was kind of relieved, but also really upset, because I did love it. But the last 6 to 8 months, it just became a huge struggle. And even though I moved into a smaller shop to reduce the outgoings, yeah, I wasn't earning anything. I was working full time for nothing. I couldn't afford to pay myself anything. So, and then it started to hit us financially as a family, and I thought, do you know what? Just give in. Then I thought I had a last minute buyer, because she said, oh, I'll just build it up from here and blah blah blah. And then literally the 11th hour, her husband said, no, you're not doing it. I was like, great. So my lease was already close to being up, because I'd left it thinking that she would take it on. She didn't. Oh, so I had like 2 weeks in which to sell as much as I could. And of course, to get the advertising out, it was like, oh, it's just, yeah, it was a joke in the end, but never mind. As I say, it was one of life's experiences. So if I ever do it again, I'll be well armed. I am blathering a lot, aren't I? I apologise. If your ears are bleeding right at this point, I'm sorry. I might need to get a needle with a bigger eye. Are you going to squish in and behave or not? I'd like you to. Ah, squished. Right. Made it. Yeah. They were fun times. It was really good for a while. Really good. It was a really good business. I really enjoyed it. I'd say then it just became blooming hard work, because nobody was buying anything. So Yeah, trying to explain to people. Well, no, I haven't got anything new in because I've still got all this stuff and there's still nobody coming in to buy stuff. It was kind of teaching people to suck eggs in a weird way. So don't do it to your local little shop, okay? Just keep going in, even if it. I often said to people, you know, all you got to do is come in and spend a fiver, if that, you know, just something. If I had 20 people a day doing that, it would be fantastic. It would help me pay my rent. It would help me get new stuff in. But no, I know. So if you've got a little store locally, I mean, come on, what's a fiver? Not a lot. And in my shop, you could get a lot for a fiver. Because I used to directly import from somebody that I knew out in Thailand, who sadly no longer exists. But yeah. Used to get a good deal. Somebody said to me, "Why don't you work in a hoop?" I'm not good with hoops. I think I would struggle even more. I mean, this is a struggle. Well, it's not a struggle. It's faffy, you know. You just sort of. I always feel like I'm looking quite clumsy on camera, but I don't know how others are. I don't know what anybody else is doing actually. I suppose I ought to be a bit more proactive about following the hashtag. But I've got my peeps here to look after and make videos for, and then go to work and all the rest of it. So very envious of people who do this as their job, the videos and YouTube and what have you. Very envious. Go in. There you go. Never mind. Celery. I was watching random time. Okay, I was watching a gardening bloke last night on YouTube. I was doing some stitchy stuff, and they'd gone into this garden in London, I presume it was, and the whole back wall was covered with ivy, and I don't know, they kind of got behind the ivy, between the ivy and the wall, and it was literally coming off like a carpet. It was fascinating. I know it's just weird stuff that I like to watch, but it was fascinating to watch it coming down, literally just peeled away from the wall, and it was so ingrown into the wall. It actually had the shape of the bricks in the roots of the ivy. Absolutely amazing. Come on, tell me confess up now. What weird stuff do you like to sit and watch? I love building stuff. D&J projects. I know I've mentioned them before, but I love watching those blokes. They are hilarious, mind. Their command of the English language is a lot to be desired, but they are funny. Yeah, that kind of thing. I love anything house building. Yeah, I'm just nosy, I suppose. You know, house renovations, things like that. Love it. Love it all. Crazy. I know. I'm looking at these middles and I want to put something in there. Should I just put a load of French knots? Could look quite nice actually. Let's see how long I've been going. Because I think I've been rambling in your ears for like ever. I love doing these little washer flowers. I think they're very pretty as well. was up on in the forest first thing this morning with my youngest daughter, and every tree we walked under, if the breeze caught there, it was like having a shower. Absolutely soaked. Right. Oh, they're pretty. I like them. I love that one. I love that variegation. So that was quite, I think that was a 5, and these are 8s. So I might try and find some. I like the 8s, although that's quite nice the way that's filled out. It swings around about, doesn't it? Right. Okay, let me just see how much time I've spent yappering in your ears. Oh, cracky, 40 minutes. Sorry, and that sun's annoying, isn't it? Sorry, I didn't realise that was blotting everything out. Let me drop my blind. That's the only trouble with this room. Alright, sorry guys. You probably haven't seen a darn thing there. That's annoying. Sorry. I'll check the video. If it's rubbish, I'll. Yeah. So there we are. Washer flowers. I think they're downstairs. I've got some little tiny little diddy buttons. So around here, it's on Pelmet Violine, so it doesn't need. I think just maybe some simple stab stitches. I don't know. I'll have to plan that a bit. And around there, as I say, I did fancy. I bet you haven't seen a darn thing. I'm so sorry. I'll check it. I did fancy this, but I'm not sure. Is it a bit sparkly? Might be. Might be a little bit too much. Yeah, okay. I might look for something blue. I don't know. Anyway, right. Yeah, I'll come back with another video and we'll get it finished, and then hopefully that'll be just in time for the next prompt on Wednesday. I'll see you. Bye.